text to audio conversion in one click. That's what I want to talk to you about today. My name is Marlon Center's been doing this full-time since 1997, sold over 70,000 products online. You can get my free report on how I did it at resellertoolkit.com/the number 70, the letter K, 70K. All right, let's dig in. You know, you got to love this new world that we live in with all this AI stuff and everything going on. There are a lot of text-to-speech services out there. One of the big problems is they limit the number of characters. Like 11 Labs is a really high quality service, but at least the version I have, you only have like 5,000 characters. Well, I write a newsletter every Saturday and it's a lot longer than that, right? And so check this out. This is the Descript service, DESCRIPT. All I do is just paste my text in here, and then you come here, you select your voice, and then it converts it. It like converts the text to speech. So listen to this.
The biggest thing I learned from him is there are only two things in social media that determine how much exposure your post gets. One, does your post stop the scroll more than other posts?
You know, in the old days, the voices sounded really robotic, but this has a pretty dang good amount of inflection in it, right? Now, maybe 11 Labs has a little high. I can't compare apples to oranges on the voices. 11 Labs has like the reputation of having the best quality voices. It's just the 5,000 character limit's a problem for me. I mean, my newsletters, I do a newsletter every Saturday. It's called Marlon's Marketing Method. And as you can see, they ain't short, right? I mean, these are long newsletters. And so it amazes me. Basically, in one click, I select the voice. And in short order, this thing is turned into speech. I don't know if that amazes you, but it amazes me. So we'll go back here one more time and look at it because I was scrolling through and didn't show you what I was scrolling through. So it just amazes me. I go here, I paste in my text right here, right? You just paste your text in, I select the voice, and then it just, boom, turns the text into voice. Now you say, well, Marlon, and then I just export it. Like you come over here and you can export your voice as an MP3 or as a WAV file, right? Now, you say, Marlon, all right, so what's this going to do for me? How do I use this? Well, let me just walk you through a few scenarios here. How about you have, now I don't know the limit on Descript. Like, can you put a whole book in there? Certainly you can put chapters in there. Like, I'm not trying to put a whole book in there yet. I think I will. I think I'm just going to paste the whole book into there and see if it'll turn the whole freaking book into speech, right? At once. Certainly you can do chapters. So you can do your text to speech with a book. And the cool thing about that is on, if you're familiar with marketing, on upsells, the bump offer where you just check it to add it to your, the audio version is a very, very, very popular upsell because a lot of people love the audio version of a book or whatever, right? And so I'm thinking about doing this for my newsletter. I'll probably have my outsourcer do it because after I write on Saturday mornings my newsletter, my brain is pretty much fried, right? So good morning to you. If you watch this live, type live. If you watch on replay, type replay. If you watch on the bitter end, type bitter end. If you're over on YouTube, shout out. If you're on Twitter, LinkedIn, shout out. Facebook page, Facebook status. Welcome to all of you Instagrammers. But this to me is amazing. So number one is you can create your audio book and then sell it. Number two, I've seen audio used as a lead generator on Facebook, which I found really to be an interesting thing, right? Number three, if you have some kind of a sales page or you have a newsletter, or you have other types of blog posts or other types of content, and you want to have really great sounding audio, well, this can do it for you. So it's really like, what would you call it? A jack of all trades tool. So again, for those of you who pop on this uh, video late, this is called Descript, Descript. Bring it up here on the screen. You just paste your text in. Now you've got a number of stock voices that you can use here, and you've got different versions of the stock voice, right? Different versions of formality and so forth. Let me find the stock voice. So here are your stock voices that it comes with. Nicholas. Life is like a candle. You probably can't hear that. Nancy, Henry, Ethan, Malcolm, Ruth. You have to go through and see which one you like. Like, I thought Henry had good informal, 3 had really good inflection.
2. Does it cause people to keep reading or watching? The reason these 2 are so important is that...
So to me, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but that sounds really good, right? To me, that just sounds great. So we live in an interesting time now with all of these technological advances. I've always wanted an audio version of newsletter or sales pages that was easy to generate, right? But it was just never there. It always sounded too mechanical, and it just wasn't pleasing to listen to. So now, whether you use Descript or use 11 Labs, or quite frankly, there's a lot of other services. There's a bunch of them over on AppSumo, I think. There, I've heard one, I know, Speakjello and this and that. There's a bunch of services, right? I don't know how the services compare. I just know that what I'm hearing sounds great, or to me, it sounds great. I'm like, wow, that is just freaking phenomenal. So you go check it out yourself. Descript, you just type that in Google and you'll find it. I think it's just descript.com. It also transcribes the reverse way, audio or video. It transcribes it, which is pretty freaking cool. Also, you can publish your podcast from here. You can do all kinds of stuff. So Descript is a really cool service. I think you will like it. Thank you for joining me today. Tell your friends about my videos. I do these live on my Facebook group at facebook.com/Marlon Sanders. I also publish them on YouTube, and I link to them over on my Twitter, twitter.com/Marlon Sanders, and my LinkedIn and so forth. So, hey, Donna, how are you? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just show you the website. It's descript.com. Let me bring this up. So here it is. DESCRIPT, D like dog, ESCRIPT.com. And they have a free version you can try out. And so you can get started for free. The pricing is enormously reasonable on Descript. Like, you know, some of these places charge you an awful lot of money, to me, for their service, where you're just like, man, I don't know if I can do that or not. Or if it's worth it to me or not. But this is an incredibly priced service. So good question, Donna, and that's the answer. Yeah, I typed the website there for you, so you should be able to go there. And yeah. So appreciate you being on live, Donna. Appreciate you being on live, Roger. And I'll go ahead and wrap it up. But this, to me, it's a simple thing, but I think it's really big. First of all, the transcriptions are fantastic. I love them. The transcription service to me is just incredible. The text to speech. Now, you can do it in your own voice too, but like, I think you have to have the premium thing, because on the service I'm on, you only get a 1,000 word vocabulary and it just doesn't cut it. I think you have to have a higher level premium service than what I have to do your own voice. But I like the stock voices very much. Now, if you want more stock voices, you can upgrade, get a higher plan, you got access to more voices and so forth. So, all right, that's it. Thank you for joining us today. Y'all have a great day. I'll see you